In this video, we're going to talk about one of the most colorful, cheerful, and, surprisingly fascinating flowers you can possibly add to your garden, the zinnia. But trust me, there's so much more to them than just being pretty. They're tough, they've got a really rich history, and they've even been to space. Okay, so what are we getting into today? This is going to be your complete guide to the amazing world of zinnias. We'll kick things off with the basics, then I'll walk you through exactly how to grow them, we'll dive into their hidden meanings, and then we'll wrap up with some facts that are, frankly, out of this world. Alright, first things first, what exactly is a zinnia? And beyond its vibrant colors, this flower has a pretty cool story that starts way back in the grasslands and deserts of the Americas. One of the most incredible things about zinnias is just the sheer variety. They're originally from Mexico in the southwestern US, and actually in the same family as daisies and sunflowers. But the real showstopper? The colors. They come in just about every shade you can imagine, and the shapes are just as wild, from these simple, single-petaled flowers to these huge, complex domes, or even spiky ones that look kind of like a cactus. Best of all, they're super generous. They just keep blooming all summer long, right up until the very first frost. And it's not just color and shape where they show off. Get this. Some types can grow up to 120 centimeters tall. That's nearly 4 feet. It's what makes them so versatile, right? They're perfect for little pots on a balcony, but you can also use them to create this massive, colorful wall of flowers in your yard. So you're probably thinking, okay, I need these in my garden like yesterday. Well, I've got some fantastic news for you. They are famously ridiculously easy to grow. Seriously, they're a perfect choice whether you're a total beginner or a seasoned expert. Keeping your zinnias happy really just boils down to 4 simple things. First, these guys are total sun worshippers. They need at least 6 hours of direct sun to really put on a shell. Second, they need soil that drains well. They're not super picky, but they absolutely hate having soggy, wet feet. Third, give them regular water, but here's the trick: aim for the base of the plant. Keeping the leaves dry helps prevent disease. And finally, and this is the fun part, deadhead them. The more you snip off the old spent flowers, the more the plant goes, ooh, time to make more. It's that simple. Now, of course, no plant is totally invincible, right? You want to keep an eye out for pests like mealybugs, but the biggest thing to watch for is powdery mildew. It looks like someone dusted your leaves with white powder. But honestly, the best defense is a good offense. Just give your plants plenty of space so air can move around, and water them in the morning. That way, you'll solve most of your problems before they even start. Alright, so we know they're beautiful, we know they're easy to grow, but zinnias have this whole other side to them, a deeper story. So let's explore what they mean and how you can use them for more than just looking pretty in the garden. And that brings us to a question I get asked about a lot of garden flowers. Can you actually, eat them? And the answer is yes. The petals are totally edible. Now, they have a mild, kind of bitter flavor, so they probably won't be the main course. But they make an absolutely stunning, colorful garnish. Just imagine sprinkling those vibrant petals over a salad or freezing them into ice cubes for a fancy drink. Just make sure any flowers you're going to eat were grown without any pesticides, of course. Beyond the kitchen, the zinnia carries some really powerful symbolism. And it's not just random, it comes straight from the flower's personality. Think about it, it blooms like crazy through the harsh days of summer and keeps going right up until the frost. Because of that, it's become this amazing symbol of endurance and just sticking with it. It's a flower that just doesn't give up. And we can get even more specific if we look at the colors. It's like a secret code. A magenta zinnia, that means lasting affection. White is all about pure goodness. Yellow is for remembering someone daily. And red connects to family and staying true. And if you give a mixed bouquet, that has its own special meaning too. You're thinking of a friend who's far away. Pretty cool, eh? Now for my favorite part. We've covered the basics, the gardening, the meanings. Let's wrap things up with some fun facts that make the zinnia even more incredible. So there are tons of cool tidbits about this flower. For example, it's named after a German botanist, Johann Gottfried Zinn. And early Spanish explorers? They had a pretty unflattering name for it, mal de ojos, which means sickness of the eye. But the absolute coolest fact, the one that just blows my mind, isn't from Earth at all. In 2016, astronauts on the International Space Station got a zinnia to grow and blossom. This made it the very first flower to ever bloom in space, a symbol of endurance on Earth, and it proved it could thrive in the most challenging place imaginable. How amazing is that? Alright, that is it for this video, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video.